Good morning, St. Paul's. Thank you for having me. I'm devastated by the reason that I was asked to come be with you all today, but I am also honored to be here. 6 years ago, my then 13-year-old son turned to me and casually said, "There hasn't been a shooting in a while." I don't know what prompted him to say it, and I don't remember what my response was, but I do remember the sick, scared feeling I had that this was my kid's normal. At the time, it was election season, so I was doing a lot of canvassing and phone calling, and I remember saying to my daughter, when this election is over, I have got to find a group that's doing something about gun violence. The very next day, a colleague called me to see if I'd be interested in volunteering for Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America. I'm proud to say I'm one of the founding volunteers for the Central Susquehanna Valley chapter, and I am blessed to work alongside amazing women and men. Yes, men. Moms isn't just for moms. Dads, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, babysitters, all are welcome, as are gun owners, and that's important, I think, to say. At one of our monthly meetings, you might be with gun owners, veterans, members of military families, and even NRA members. So today, I thought I'd talk a little bit about what we might all be feeling after the tragedy at Robb Elementary School, and at the grocery store in Buffalo, and at the church in Laguna Woods, California. And I'll share some ideas for challenging those feelings into action. I know I've been feeling overwhelming heartache, frustration, and anger. And I'm sure you've been feeling those things and maybe shock and just sadness. I'll tell you what I haven't been feeling, and that's hopeless. I don't feel hopeless or helpless, and that's because of moms. I don't feel hopeless because I know that moms will be out working and fighting harder. We'll get bigger and we'll get louder. And there will be progress and even victories. I know this because I've seen it, and I don't feel helpless because I've been a part of that progress. Our victories have been big and small, and they have come quickly and slowly. In 2018, after 2 years of writing postcards, making phone calls, and countless trips to Harrisburg, Act 79 was passed in Pennsylvania. Act 79, among other things, is instrumental in getting guns out of the hands of domestic abusers. Act 79 is a piece of legislation that was introduced by a Republican and supported by representatives from both parties. Despite that, it still took more than 2 years for it to pass, and I have absolutely no doubt that it ultimately did pass due to the relentless, tireless efforts of moms. For smaller victories, many of you here at St. Paul's know about the Be Smart presentation. You all were kind enough to have me here a few years ago to present Be Smart. Be Smart is a conversation about gun safety, and specifically gun safety and kids. Our Be Smart team has heard from so many parents who now, before allowing their children go to a friend's home, will ask if there are weapons in the home and how they're stored. I've had moms who said, "I've never thought to ask, thank you." A local children and youth caseworker who said, "I never thought to ask, but I'm going to now." Our Be Smart materials are now being distributed across the state in schools, churches, pediatricians' offices, and gun shops. Yep, even gun shops. Maybe they aren't such small victories. I realize that some of these measures may not seem like they directly correlate to mass shootings, but they all save lives. And while mass shootings are horrifying tragedies, so are the deaths of the children that are killed due to unintentional shootings, those killed in communities with everyday gun violence, and of course, teen suicide. Even if we didn't include the children in mass shootings, gun violence would still be the #1 cause of death for children in this country. I remember on the night of the Parkland shooting, sitting with my kids, and they said they heard about the shooting at the high school, but didn't realize it was that bad. They're not insensitive children, but when you grow up in a country where there are more than 200 mass shootings in less than 6 months, you start to categorize them. They know, we know, and moms know that any shooting is that bad. So we work to end all gun violence, and we can really use your help. Come to a meeting, table with us at Kids Night or the Market Street Festival, host a Be Smart presentation, distribute Be Smart materials where you work or at an organization that you're associated with. Ask your PTSO or school board to include Be Smart materials in orientation packets, or even better, on their school website. I'm going to make sure that there are some Be Smart materials here at St. Paul's, and I'm going to ask that my contact information be included maybe on the website or in next week's bulletin. I think a lot of you already know me and would probably know how to get a hold of me, so please share. And obviously, Peggy Peeler would also be someone that you can reach out to, one of my fellow moms. This Friday is Wear Orange Day, hence my shirt. Wear Orange is a day to speak out and take action to end gun violence. It was started to honor Hadia Pendleton. She's a young woman who performed with her high school marching band at President Obama's inauguration. She was shot and killed 1 week later. Hadia's birthday is June 2nd, and her friends chose orange for this day, as it is the color hunters wear to protect themselves. The mayors of Sunbury, Lewisburg, Northumberland, and Selinsgrove have signed proclamations establishing Friday as Gun Violence Awareness Day in their respective towns. If that is in progress, I don't know what is. Also on Friday, Moms is having an open house at the Community Zone in Lewisburg from 12 to 6. We'll be postcard writing, we'll have phone numbers for our representatives, along with a little script if you need to make those phone calls, know what to say when you make those phone calls. We'll be scheduling Be Smart presentations and answering any questions as to how you might get involved. Lastly, I'm going to touch on a little bit what Dietmar said as far as thoughts and prayers are getting a bad rap these days. But I say, please continue to send your thoughts and prayers. We desperately need them. If you can pray and take action, then please come talk to us. And also, I wanted to say that when we also hear a lot after these kinds of tragedies, this is not who we are. Well, when gun violence is the leading cause of death for children in your country, I think it's who we are, but it's not who we have to be. Thank you.